Would you, by chance, tell us your story?
Well, 3 years ago, the week before Thanksgiving, I bled out. They broke in there, had about $3,000 worth of guns and ammo in there. They just ransacked it. They were living in my house because I was gone about 6 months. I had a computer set up over there. No, I don't have no. I have no heat in this house.
Really?
They let the pipes break, and I ain't got no water. It's quite an ordeal. But I do appreciate you. That really helped me out because, like those stepping stones right there, that helps me get around the side because it's kind of hard to walk in that grass. I mean, if I'm on a flat surface, I can walk a lot better. I sure appreciate you, and I'll be praying for you.
Yeah, you mentioned you're a praying man.
Yeah, I am a praying man. I've always been one.
I appreciate your prayers. So I'm driving to the next potential house to cut. So I found out this isn't a great candidate for a property. I was gonna cut it. What do you think you'd think if I did?
Cut it? You mean? What do you mean?
Cut the lawn and get it cleaned up.
Are you from the state or the city?
No, I just go around doing it for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, this motherfucker is a millionaire.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, do it for somebody that really needs it.
Huh.
No, this guy, believe me, John has money.
Yeah?
Yeah, he owns probably, if not more than 100 properties around here. Right at the corner, you see this blue house. It has a huge garage. The garage is missing a part of the garage door. There's a gentleman that lives there, also by himself. He also needs help.
Okay.
Yeah, people like that, they need
No, that's
help,
perfect. I appreciate you telling me.
know. But Larry is the guy's name right at the corner. You can miss it. It's right at the corner on this side of the street also. He does need help.
Cool,
gentleman
perfect.
there.
I'll head that way.
Probably like 80 years old. I work right here at the corner, the Mexican restaurant Cancun.
Oh yeah?
You come over, I'll buy you some lunch.
You don't gotta buy me lunch.
Or you come over.
All right.
Whenever you can.
Awesome. So I found out this isn't a great candidate, but he gave me some direction on where to go here, which is really cool. Larry just walked me through his house and then walked me through his garage. He actually had an automotive shop and they absolutely just destroyed the place. Stole a bunch of stuff, a lot of tools, thousands of dollars in tools. So, you know, his profession was, obviously running an automotive shop out of his property, and now he's not able to do it. So the guy wasn't wrong. This is a great candidate. So the yard's not insane, but I'm gonna get the yard cut and all the edges cleaned up, which is good because then he knows somebody cares again. So let's go ahead and get started on this. I'm kind of rambling at this point. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. Let's get into it. Well, no matter how long you've been doing it, there's always a chance that you make a mistake. I scalped it down to the dirt, unfortunately. I'm cutting it real low because I can tell he likes it nice and tight. And it's mostly Dallas grass, so that'll grow right back like within a week. Hey, Larry.
How you doing?
I'm about wrapped up over here.
But I do appreciate you. That really helped me out because like those stepping stones right there that used to be, I used to have. But that helps me get around the side because it's kind of hard to walk in that grass. I appreciate it because I used to keep I like it real nice now. I like my yard. I've always kept my yard looking good, and that looks real good.
Yeah, it looks real short now.
I mean, I don't use foul language, but you know, you have a thought come in your, you know, and maybe a mean thought or something every day. So, and every night before I go to bed, I say, Father, forgive me for my sins and shortcomings. But I always say, in the name of Jesus Christ, Thy will be done, because that's what you're supposed to do. His will. I don't ask any blessing or anything from the Lord. I always end up with Your will be done. And I've always lived that way. I was raised, do unto others. I was raised, and I told my mother that when she said, I said, well, you taught me to do unto others, you know, as you'd have them do to you, you know. She said, yeah, but you're too gullible. You believe, you gotta use some wisdom. She said, but I've always been that way, and I've had quite a bit of people do me wrong, but it'll all come out in the end.
Yeah.
It's a learning experience. And I consider this a learning experience. I mean, as old as I am, I'm 80, and but you still can learn. But anyhow, I really think, uh-oh. Is that Jesse? Oh, his dog got up. Well, I told him how to put that. He could have put that dog. Hey, he won't bother you. He's all bark.
What are you guys doing with this?
I'm using it. It's a tool. It costs $700.
Oh, it does?
And it's going to stay right there.
And what is it?
It's for catching grass.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a trap or something.
No, it's for catching grass.
Oh, sorry.
You're all right.
It was a trap.
Hey. He won't bite you. He just all bark.
I'm looking for the people that were cleaning up the railroad.
Oh, over there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw him slip in and slip out.
Where do you stay down? Jason's?
No, off the railroad, they stole a bunch of my stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, they probably
Oh.
bagged it.
Yeah, they took I just bought shampoo and...
Did you know Jason when he lived over there?
Washing powder and everything, and they took it all.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
It's crazy.
not very Jason was that
I
now.
thought you were probably them that they cleaned up, but you're not.
Nope, not me.
Yeah, she lives up there. See, they still live in there. Even if it's boarded up, they still live in there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, the problem with drugs is once you get on drugs, I mean, it's hard to beat. And
Well, they're feeding the habit.
it takes all your incentive. You know, you can't. Who's going to hire somebody? You have no work record because you know most of them don't, and they just. I don't know. I couldn't live that way, but that's.
They're feeding the habit. She was looking for something she could grab easy.
Oh yeah. I know what
Yeah.
she's up to. I knew exactly where she.
I've been down that road before. I knew what was going on.
I knew where
Yeah.
she come from when she walked that way up there. You
Yep.
see, Jason's house, the backyard goes out on the railroad tracks, and a lot of them stay up, you know,
Yeah.
along the fence back here, and then they come up over into his house to get water and stuff like that. But they're gone. It's all boarded up now. They're going to bulldoze that house down. But they still get in there. Up there.
Yeah, the dead giveaway to me over there is that she didn't see us and she was kind of
yeah. You're right.
sneaking.
She was
She was
they looked at
sneaking.
us now. She couldn't even go in the dollar, Family Dollar up there. She come in the door one day. I was in there, and the lady said, "Out," and I said, and then she took off. I said, "What's wrong?" I said, I'm the manager over they used to have one over on Leather Street. They closed it now, but I'm the manager over there, assistant manager over there, and I worked back and forth. I said, "We caught her stealing before. I know what she was up to."
Yeah.
that's just the way they live. They steal, they do whatever they can do. You go right down there, that's the first one. The second one down, it's boarded up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, but they still, look, they have a little shed out back behind the house, and they don't, that place is, it used to be bad. When they lived there, there was people coming all the time up and down this street.
Yeah.
Just like a beehive. Once I get this house sold, I'm gonna get me an apartments that they got senior places, just one little apartments efficiency, and that's all I need. I can't do too much. I can't get around very much. I always had a job.
I don't want to get too personal, but I mean, you're 80, so I assume you're on a fixed income now, Social Security.
Yeah, very fixed.
All right, guys, we're going to keep this section kind of short and brief, but there's a few things that didn't get mentioned in the video, and the reason being is that I actually spoke with Larry for about 45 minutes before I started the job and probably close to 2 hours after I did the job. And the thing is, like, when you're doing these jobs, people think that the lawn is like the big gift. Mm-hmm. And sometimes in a situation like Larry, it's not the lawn or the cleanup, or the act of kindness or anything like that that is the big gift to him. It's literally just talking with him for a few minutes. So, if you want to help somebody out, I want to encourage you to go out and do that. And you can do it with as little as just a smile or, giving somebody a compliment. A random compliment can really boost the way somebody feels. And you never know where somebody's at.
Right.
They could be in a really negative spot, and that compliment might be the thing that kind of gives them the boost for the next day or week or even month or longer.
Yeah, that seed stays in them for a long time.
Yeah.
Especially when it's needed.
So one of the things that I do want to mention from the conversation I had with Larry is that, like, he's such an amazing person. I think it's so cool. So after everything that happened to him, his house, he got sick. He ended up in the hospital, and
while he was sick, though, he got sick and he was stuck in his house. He was on the floor, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was stuck in his house, and his neighbor found him. He ended up going to the hospital. He was there for months.
Like 6 months.
And then he came home to his house being absolutely destroyed, ransacked. People were living in there, and
they had stolen everything of value that he had.
Yeah, which is absolutely wild.
Yeah, it is.
It would be hard for anybody to go through that, but it would be very hard for anybody to be able to go through that without a hardened heart and just completely tainted and, torn by it.
Yeah.
And what I thought was truly amazing about Larry is, even after all of that, he had a homeless man that he had allowed to be living in his house. And if you look on his porch, there's actually a hammock. He allows him to come in and sleep on the hammock on his porch.
I didn't catch
and
that.
he doesn't have a whole lot of income. He's on Social Security, and he said it's like less than $1,000 a month, and still he shares his food with them. He is everything that embodies what a good person should be. He is giving everything that he has, which I think is truly amazing. And
it truly is.
Yeah.
Because it would be so easy to be full of hate.
It would. It'd be very easy.
It would.
So, this video was actually shot, about 2.5 months ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds right.
I want to let you guys know that if you would like to follow along and know what we're doing in real time and where we're at and where we're going to be, as well as see projects kind of ahead of time, the behind the scenes, there's 2 great locations to keep up with what's going on. And we are incredibly open, transparent, vulnerable. I'll tell you stuff that I should not. I don't know. My goal with telling people anything about what's going on behind my life is the hopes that it would help somebody else in that similar situation. So I am an open book, and my wife's an open book.
I'm working on being an open book. I think doing the vlog is definitely opening the doors to being open. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So we have a vlog channel.
Get it out.
That is the Not So Boring Life. I'll have that linked in the description. We hope to see you there. You'll kind of see the contrast between my life and my wife and children's life when we're on the road, and which is pretty fun because we got a new camper recently because we're going to hit the road again as a family.
Yes, we are.
And my wife said, absolutely no way, I'm going with 2 kids and 2 dogs, and that camper we have already. So we updated the camper. We're gonna hit the road. We're gonna try to be on the road for about a year, and we're gonna find people like Larry. You can always go into lawncarejuggernaut.com. There's a submit a lawn tool. That's a great place to you know, submit yourself, a neighbor, whoever it might be that needs help. Or you can go to, what is Dad doing?
I don't know. He just did a total circle.
Or you can go to willyoumow@gmail.com and just in the subject line put submit a lawn and then whatever state you're in. That'll help as we travel around. That's kind of how we pick some of the locations we go to.
Yeah.
Because I would really love to help people, even if the lawn isn't insanely overgrown and makes for a great video. My goal is to help people.
Yeah.
And, you know, that means, you know, sometimes it's not insane. So I might just show up and cut the lawn and might not even make a video, but it gives me an area to land and start looking for people. We have the vlog, we have
the newsletter.
The newsletter as well. I didn't mention the newsletter, kind of skipped over it. You definitely want to join the newsletter. Kind of the same thing as the vlog. You're going to be behind the scenes. We go a little more in depth, and I share kind of the story and a recap of what happened that week every week, or something monumental that happened in our life.
Yep.
And I'm incredibly candid and transparent and open in there. It's written personally by myself and Rachel. It's not written by AI. It's not garbage. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I do share links sometimes if it's fun. Like I have a running joke about Angel Soft toilet paper because Angel Soft is like the best toilet paper.
That is his toilet paper, okay?
Yeah. If you got to clean up a mess, it's Angel Soft.
It's Angel Soft. And we can use it in the camper too.
It's the equivalent.
It's camper friendly.
It's the equivalent.
And booty friendly.
It is the equivalent of the mowers I use on tall grass.
Oh my God.
But for cleaning up mud. Okay, off subject. Anyways, we hope to see you on the vlog. Join the newsletter. When you do join the newsletter, you're automatically entered for a free giveaway that we do.
That's
so
right.
you'll have a chance to win a giveaway that we do every month. And what we're doing is we're giving away a 65-inch 4K TV. If you don't need a TV, I understand.
Yep.
And you can always, I'm going to switch hands here.
Okay.
Because that shoulder
That
is
arm hurting?
killing me, baby.
So if you don't want the TV, we will instead give you an Amazon gift card of equivalent value.
Yep, which is what, close to 500 bucks?
$497.99.
And I can't see anybody not being able to use an extra $500 in their life.
Kidding.
Whether it's for yourself or, you know, if you don't need it and you enter and you win and, you know, you get stuff that you can go out and help people like Larry, I think that's great too. So, you know, you should definitely join so you can follow along, but also, you know, that's just an added perk. We want to thank you guys for being there.
Yes,
and,
thank you.
You know, it's just an amazing experience. We want to give
It
back.
is.
We have a truly amazing life.
We do. We have an amazing
And it's
life.
because you guys support us. So thank you guys so much. We
Yes,
hope to
thank
see you in the
you.
vlog. We hope to see you in the newsletter. With all that said, we'll see you next week
Bye.
here on the Lawn Channel.